Lalo Keba Dramme. The legend was born in a village, Kenwela, in Kiang. Lalo Keba lived most of his adult life in Senegal, cruising between Casamance and Dakar, Kolda and many other parts of Senegal, and the Gambia, and also Guinea-Bissau. He had two brothers, Lalo Dinding Dramme and Kabura Dramme. He lived and worked in Dakar with the Daniel Sorona Senegal national troop. He was favored by the President Senghor. Lalo was named after a Christian under the leadership of Fode Baraham. Lalo Keba was a heavy pipe smoker. He had a deep voice when he speaks and a sharp low-tone tenor voice when he sings. He was the master of Kora instrument who tuned his Kora only once and never tuned his Kora between songs, as done by most Jalis. Before playing his Kora, he would lose all the Allake, Tarijata, and many more. Wodifin Jabate was like the holy Saint Francis of Assisi. When he played, the birds would sing and flock around him, whistling and singing in his songs. Lalo Keba was a mystical person who deprived his powers to spirits and prayers. He disappeared from his family for 8 days and no one could find him, and on his appearance again, he said that all he could remember was that one of his friends, Malang Sabali, appeared to him and asked him to sit on his back. All he knew was he stepped into water, and the rest he couldn't remember, and he believed that he was taken by the jinns and anointed with special powers. Spiritual journeys made Lalo Keba compose an epic song called Ndemba Jase. The Ndemba Jase rhyme is a Yenyengo rhyme. It is a rhyme pattern used in Casamance Kora, played and made popular by Lalo Keba Dramme. Lalo Keba Dramme made huge success with the Yenyengo swing rhymes and blended it with the sub-surf high-pitched voice to calm the Kora tones as the ultimate Kora king that would ever live. Lalo Keba's singing and playing hypnotized President Senghor, who requested Lalo Keba to naturalize and become a Senegalese citizen. Lalo Keba never agreed to the president's proposal. President Senghor knew that the Mandinka conference in London was approaching and was as artistically aware. He demanded that Lalo Keba should perform under the banner as a Senegalese. Lalo Keba was also approached by some of his musician friends that he have worked with for years and many other professionals from Senegal national troupe, but Lalo Keba respectfully declined. In the Gambia, President Jawara was also planning to send troops to England and also had Lalo Keba on his list. The battle for Lalo Keba was on. Nail and tooth, both countries were hoping that he would perform for the Yenyengo style under their banner. Lalo Keba married his second wife before going to the Mandinka conference. He married a girl by the name of Kora and went to London with Kora with a lineup of Gambian musicians with the great Falaba Konate, Sona Sakiliba, Nyayama Loli, and Balabo Jeng as the Gambian national trumpet. They were joined by the late Alaji Sunkung Bayo, who flew into London by jet, and another young Gambian named Solo Dabo. Solo Dabo, diamond businessman, flew from Congo to London to boost the morale of the Gambian troops. They played at the Mandinka conference and straight away, the BBC World Service broadcasted on air that Gambia troops was the winner of the musical competition. The musical knowledge of the BBC producers discovered that there was more variation and substance in the Gambian style of Kora than the single-toned, well-dressed Senegalese troupe. For most of his life, Lalo Keba was married to Kora till his death. The day of his death, he seemed to know. He woke up in the morning and asked his brother Kabura to bring his Kora and play some of his favorite tunes. After playing, he called Kora and gave him something to swallow, then whispered in our ear, followed by a prayer for guidance and protection, and then he went to sleep and never woke up again. Lalo Keba was buried in Senegal, and his tomb was made into a shrine under the directives of the Gambia President Yaya AJJ Jammeh to the ambassador Antoinette Man Saho to build the most magnificent tomb for Lalo Keba. as an honor and tribute for the King of Kora by the people of the Gambia. Then the ambassador Njoguba, together with Badu Senghor, Tatin Baji, and Sana Bojang, approached the widow of Lalo Keba and extended the invitation to Kora to come to the Gambia to meet with the president. She came to the Gambia, and on her return to Senegal, she was offered a number of gifts by the president, including bags of rice, sugar, and financial assistance to sustain the welfare of Lalo Keba Dramme's family and to uphold the legacy of the Supremo Kora master. Another very influential